Turning now to Decision 2026, voters getting ready for the June primary on Tuesday already. And this afternoon, a new poll is giving us a better look at the race for California governor.
Yeah, a new survey of voters by UC Berkeley has Xavier Becerra in the lead. Trailing him is conservative Steve Hilton and also billionaire Tom Steyer. Rounding out the top five are Republican Chad Bianco and Democrat Katie Porter. NBC4's Conan Nolan is live in the newsroom breaking down the poll and, of course, looking ahead to Election Day. Conan.
Right, and of course, using sports analogies. It's the fourth quarter, long passes. If it's hockey, it's pull the goalie. So time is running out for the effort to get one of those two top positions so you can live to fight another day in November. The second major gubernatorial poll in as many days. Not unlike yesterday's survey from the Public Policy Institute, today's poll from UC Berkeley and the LA Times shows a similar lineup, with former Biden cabinet secretary Xavier Becerra leading the field. But this poll has rival Democrat Tom Steyer just 2 points behind Republican Steve Hilton, who is stepping up his appeal to conservative voters to abandon fellow Republican Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco, who's still polling in double digits, fearing a Republican could be shut out of the November runoff.
My message, especially to people who are maybe thinking, and I've heard this from Republicans, you know, Steve looks like he's got this, he's leading in the polls. Why don't we vote for Chad? And then maybe we can get two Republicans in the top two. That's not even remotely a possibility. If you want to have change in California, there's only one vote now that will guarantee the possibility of that, and that's a vote for Steve Hilton.
For Steyer, who has smashed the record for a self-funding campaign at over $200 million, to climb into second place will require peeling away support from the rest of the Democratic Party field. Today, political reporting that a political action committee supporting the frontrunner has received $500,000 from Chevron, another $500,000 from the state's largest oil and gas producer, the California Resources Corporation. Money Steyer is using as a cudgel against Becerra in a new digital ad.
Becerra got a big allowance from big oil.
There's one person in this race who is taking on the corporate special interests, and those corporate special interests are spending a record amount of money, tens of millions of dollars, against me. And there's one person in this race who's standing for change in California at a time when working Californians can't afford to live here anymore. And the only person who's even trying to do that in this race is me.
Becerra points out that Steyer's investment firm Farallon Capital had invested in coal plants at one point and other fossil fuel companies. He's focused on his record, specifically as California's Attorney General during Donald Trump's first term in office.
Including protecting the Affordable Care Act when he tried to eliminate it, including protecting the DACA program for Dreamers when he tried to eliminate it. And so what I tell folks is, look, if you want to have someone who knows how to tackle the biggest challenges, then get someone who's actually tackled the biggest challenges.
So we're expecting another poll, large one, Emerson out probably tomorrow, and then it's to the one poll that actually matters, the vote on Tuesday. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News. Back to you.
All right, Conan, thank you. And our team election coverage continues right now with NBC4's Carmen Dickerson in Culver City. Carmen, some voters are ready for Tuesday, others not so much.
Yes, it's a pretty beautiful day here in Culver City. A lot of people out and about, and we pretty much asked anyone who would stop and talk with us, did you know it's Election Day? Have you voted? And here's what they told us.
Already done. Next few days, I'll do it. I promise.
Almost everyone who talked to us in downtown Culver City told us Election Day is on their radar.
Came off of a lot of big projects recently, so wanted to get work done, and then I'm going to lock in.
Some just need those extra 4 days.
It's sunnier, people are outside, busy making plans.
Even this man, who recently moved to San Francisco and needs to re-register to vote, says he still plans to get it done.
Just busy, a lot of work, and I think it's just something that should be done. So, I'm a bit of a procrastinator, to be honest.
Kyle Bailey has been working on his ballot, but still hasn't checked a box at the top of the ticket.
I'm still undecided about the governor's race. I got to go through that and see who has viewpoints similar to my own. That's the best. That's all the best I can do, because you're right, it's wide open field.
If you haven't cracked doors open yet, be prepared to spend some time.
It's ginormous.
Ben Bernard, who tells us he mailed in his ballot and received confirmation it was received by the registrar's office, says he took it in small portions.
I probably filled out my ballot over the course of 4 or 5 days, just in terms of coming back to it, that sort of thing. So, I don't normally do it all at once. I normally try and take my time with it. That's one thing I like about the mail-in ballots, is it allows for that.
Jennifer Watson's ballot is also signed, sealed, and delivered.
I think I was more on it and locked in this time
just because of the current state of the world, our federal government administration, how insane it is, and it's just anywhere I could have a voice to feel like I influenced something.
So far, 659,700 ballots have been cast in LA County. That's a little more than 10% of total voters. At the same point during the 2022 primary, only about 562,000 ballots had been returned, according to the registrar's office. And while dropping off a ballot may be convenient, don't underestimate the number of people going for the traditional voter experience.
I like to go in and do mine because it's, it's old school.
And to clarify some of those deadlines, we've got in-person voting at select vote centers open as we speak. You can also drop off a ballot in an official mail drop box, or you can drop it off in the mail. Keep in mind, if you drop it off in the mail, you must actually have a postmark by Tuesday, which is actual election day. So if you want to do it that old-fashioned way and vote by mail in person with the people on Tuesday, that's your last day to get it done. Reporting live, I'm Karma Dickerson, NBC4 News.
All right, Karma, thank you so much. Hundreds more in-person voting centers will open tomorrow. In all, there will be more than 600 just in LA County alone. They will be open every day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Election Day, the hours will be extended. NBC4 is your election headquarters on air and online. You can find a complete list of races, candidates, and their backgrounds on our free NBC LA app. There is also a how-to guide for voters and a link to hundreds of polling locations.